Hey Cheerleaders, Chris Mack coming at you today with Green Lantern Corps, issue 43. And as I've said with each issue of the Green Lantern Corps, this is an absolutely amazing book. Now, spoiler alert, if you've not read this series or didn't check out the review of issue 42, spoilers are going to abound to kind of make this issue make sense. So if you don't want to be spoiled, pause this video, go get the books or read whatever issues you want, and come back, and you're back. All right, last issue. One of the Alpha Lanterns were breached. Its central power battery yanked from them, and it was going to become nuclear. Kyle makes an ultimate sacrifice to stop the battery from exploding and destroying Oa, and tries to take as many Black Lanterns with him as he can. But Soranik and Guy are just broken because Guy was his best friend, Natu being his lover. And as the lantern exploded, he finally told her that he loved her. Now, a couple of issues ago, I think it was, what was his name, Sorak? God, the names escape me when I start reviewing. But essentially, so that more hosts, like more Green Lanterns weren't being created and then would be killed and become Black Lanterns. All lanterns rings that fall off deceased ring members, the rings go just directly to Mogo, which is the planet that creates the rings from what I understand. So as you can see here, it says Kyle Rayner deceased, ring status report, Green Lantern 2018-14, honor guard deceased. Then it says priority directive located. Moratorium on sentient ring replacement. Proceed to Lantern Mogo in Space Sector 2261. And before the ring can escape, Guy reaches out and grabs it and says, "You're not going anywhere but back on Kyle's finger." And Soranik, Natu, is just stunned. She can't do anything because she's like, "Kyle, please don't leave me." Then she goes, "Control yourself, damn it. Focus. You're a surgeon. You save people. Now save the man you love." The ring is still trying to escape to Mogo. He goes, "Shut the hell up. You're Kyle's ring. No one else's." And each time the ring tries to break from Gardner, he's earned that ring more than anybody else, for Christ's sake. You're not taking it away from him. But he can't stop it. You can't take it away. He's alive, you'll see. And just the pain. He was dead. You killed them. But there's a ring waiting in the wings, and it goes, "Guy Gardner, Space Sector 2814. You have great rage in your heart. You bastards killed him. Welcome to the Red Lantern Corps." Whew. And we already knew that Guy was a hothead through the years, so him joining the Red Lantern Corps makes a whole hell of a lot of sense, especially seeing the death of his friend and now dual wielding the power lights of both rage and will. Now, before we continue, this is called Red Badge of Rage. Peter J. Tomasi, story and words, Patrick Gleason, penciler, Rebecca Buckman, Ton Nugent, and Gleason inks, Randy Mayer, colorist, and Steve Wan's letterer, and then there's everyone else working on the book. And now because Guy is dual wielding both rings, Soranik says, "Don't let it control you. Kyle wouldn't want this. But I do." And he just goes through them like so much tissue. Connection severed. Connection severed. And he's not sure what he's doing, but because he's dual wielding this light, he's just ripping through the Black Lanterns effortlessly. Now, one thing I love about Tomasi and Gleason is they can give you some great horror, some great drama, but in the midst of it, they can give you some organic humor to kind of make you laugh. Because we see with Atrocitus and a lot of the Red Lanterns, they can vomit blood. I love how Guy just gets this look like and just shoots the red blood of rage all over the Black Lanterns. It is just a great way to kick off this book. And now while Soranik's trying to save Kyle, the Black Lanterns keep trying to revive him as one of theirs. Monk comes in and starts trying to sever the rings. She goes, it's not his time. Monk says it's everyone's time, Lantern. And it is no one's time. But you do not have much time to bring this lantern back before another black ring seeks to... Spoke too soon. I was mistaken. You have no time whatsoever. I will do what I can to defend you, young Lantern. And while he's working, here comes Kilowog. Here comes Arizia, and Vanth, I believe is the character's name. And I just love how everyone mounts up to protect Kyle while Natu tries to save him. Now remember Singe, or whatever her name is, Crib. She steals other people's babies and calls them her own. Her and the Starfire that were working together finally find her babies who are dead. And Crib cannot comprehend the fact of what she's doing. She considers these children as her own, even though she blames the Star Sapphire for abducting her and taking her to Zamaron. And the children starved to death, but the children wouldn't have been in that situation if it was not for her. But before that battle can conclude, the Star Sapphire is summoned, saying that there's 3 hearts tethered together and need mending. And now Crib's story kind of ends very violently at the hands of Guy Gardner. I don't want to spoil it, but I love how Guy basically says, choke on it, and it's quite brutal what happens to her. Now Natu's trying everything that she can. And Starfire says, your dying love has called me here, Lantern. And she goes, please, help him. Help us. She goes, his heart stopped. We don't have much time. I met you both before you delivered that beautiful baby in the middle of that battle. The affection and passion for this lantern was in your eyes even. So essentially what happens is this Sapphire takes part of Natu's heart and physically bonds it with Kyle's, giving these 2 young lovebirds a chance at a happy ending. So in the midst of all this tragedy, there's a beautiful love story in the midst. I know it makes absolutely no sense, and I love here towards the end, Mogo decides to intervene because the planet is a Green Lantern and it's more of a pacifist, but with everything that is happening, he's deciding that enough is enough. So guys, the Black Lantern run, or should I just say Tomasi's run on Green Lantern Corps, even after Blackest Nights, absolutely astounding, and I can't recommend it enough. Basically any DC book that Tomasi has written, with a couple that were sort of with Patrick Gleason by his side, absolutely astounding. So if you've enjoyed what you've seen, please first and foremost support your local comic shop or wherever it is you like to get your comics and action figures and grab this series. And if you've enjoyed this review, we really would appreciate if you take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Helps the club channel more than you could possibly know. And if you don't mind hitting that fancy little rage bell next to subscribe, that way as we continue to upload content, you guys get notified. Come to the channel, and we love talking with you all and hearing your thoughts and feedback down in the comments below or social media pages, which I'll make sure to leave the links down in the description. So with all that said, hope you all continue to have an absolutely amazing day reading, and happy hunting, true believers.